This is a Wednesday triple header at magtatapat ang PacificTown-Army Lady Troopers at ang BaliPure Purest Water Defenders. Pagkatapos naman ay maghaharap ang ating Bangko Perla Spikers laban sa Motolite team. Napapanood niyo po kami live via Liga HD, live stream via iWant, at of course, the #1 sports website sa Pilipinas, sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/PVL and Premier Volleyball League. We welcome everyone who is watching us online and live. Magandang hapon po mga kapamilya. Ako po si Denise Densay at kasama ko ngayon ang isa ring magandang volleyball player, of course, Ma'am Mosey Ravenna, and of course for our panel at large, Tours Daza. And I know we're all excited to watch our volleyball actions right now. Kaya ito na ang PVL 2019.
Welcome mga kapamilya. It is day 14 of the PVL Open Conference and we've got the PacificTown-Army Lady Troopers going up against the BaliPure Purest Water Defenders. For PacificTown, they're coming off a 3-set sweep which was against Chef's Classic, and para naman sa koponan nila, the BaliPure, they're coming off a loss, 3-set loss against the Creamline Cool Smashers. So exciting talagang game natin ngayon because malapit na matapos yung first round, so teams are fighting to be in the top 4 position, lalo na these two teams, Mosey and Denise.
Thank you so much for that, Tours. It's the first time that we're all together. So
yes,
aside from the matchup, it's also going to be very exciting. But how are you, Mosey? How are you feeling about today's game?
Excited because I'm with the two of you. Parang kanina pa nga ako happy kasi ang fun yung kasama.
Well, pero how are the other teams naman sa koponan natin ngayon sa actually Troneo?
Well, now, no, because of that first game.
Whew, that was intense. 5 sets.
5-setter between Choco Mucho and yung Philippine Air Force. Biglang nagbago di ba? Yung standings natin. As you can see, PacificTown-Army is still in the middle of the pack of our standings. So, looking good naman sila dyan so far. Pero behind them, below them, you have Philippine Air Force at yung Choco Mucho, bumakasak na nga rin dyan. And yung makakalaban nila ngayon, yung BaliPure.
Ooh.
So really, kumbaga, ang lalaki ng movement even if one game lang today.
That's true. So it's gonna be either talagang that one win and that one loss will make all the difference. Pero Tours, you mentioned nga na patapos na yung first round natin. But is it too late for our viewers to join us here sa PVL?
It's never too late for you guys to join us here, Denise. Just tweet us at ABS-CBN Sports at gamitin nyo yung hashtag PVL 2019 for your thoughts and comments on the games and to cheer on your favorite players. Not only that, check out our Instagram at ABS-CBN Sports for exclusive photos, and be sure to check out the #1 sports website in the Philippines, sports.abs-cbn.com, for all things related to the PVL like schedules, interviews, mga news. You can check that out there. And also, lastly, be sure to like, share, and follow our Facebook page at Premier Volleyball League. Malapit na yan to 1 million likes. Actually, it's at 987,860 likes.
Wow, very precise. Yes. Can we ask you how many more likes is needed?
12,140.
Oh, thank you so much, Tours. Now we're gonna let you go and we're gonna be excited to hear all of your reports later. Pero mamaya sa aming pagbabalik, discuss namin ang dalawang koponan na maghaharap ngayon sa PVL 2019. Welcome back to the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference 2019. And as you can see on your screens, two teams both at mid-court for our protocol. To start, yun nga sabi ni Tours kanina, an exciting matchup. Pero bago yan, Mozi, pag-usapan natin yung previous game ng BaliPure Purest Water Defenders against the undefeated Creamline Cool Smashers.
Well, alam mo, 3-setter din yon, and they weren't able to score more than 20 in that match. But alam mo, a lot of takeaways naman from that game against a champion team.
That's true.
Medyo mahirap rin talaga.
I'm sure marami rin silang natutunan doon.
Correct. And, they were able to capitalize on the weakness of Creamline, which is blocking. So they had more blocks in that game. So something that, diba, you can look into pagka coming into this game naman.
That's right. And joining us now, of course, are one of our purest water defenders, Glyca Medina. Glyca, welcome. Yung nga sinabi kanina na you went against an undefeated Creamline team. Pero ano yung mga natutunan nyo na dadalhin nyo sa laro nyo ngayong hapon?
Yung natutunan ko po, siguro po kasi yung wala sa akin nung last na game po namin. Siguro pinanghinaan ako ng loob. Lalo na nung na facial ako ni Gumabaw.
Wala yung part of the game, di ba?
Yeah, ako part of the game pero nasad ako.
Babawi ka?
Babawi po ako. Siyempre po yung yung natutunan ko po is more on dapat po lakas ng loob. Kahit sino po yung makatapat mo, dapat malakas lagi yung loob mo sa lahat ng gagawin mo. Tapang, yun po.
Yun, lakas ng loob and tapang.
O, tama naman. And ito naman, lakas at loob talagang kailangan nyo rin against yung PacificTown-Army dahil alam nyo namang mga veterano rin itong mga manlalaro, mga idols kumbaga. So ano naman siguro yung pinaka dapat importanteng skill na mailabas nyo today to beat them?
Siguro po yung kasi nagsisimula po tayo lagi sa pasa, sa receive po. Doon po, sabi po na tibayan mo na yung pasa para mas maganda, mas lalong gumanda yung laro. I mean, makapag-participate sa lahat po ng gagawin.
Sige, we're gonna look forward to that tapang, lakas ng loob and reception. Thank you so much, Glyca. You can now go back to your practice. Pero yun nga, Mozi, isa rin yung matatapang at malakas na loob is of course, you can't forget, Menchi Tubiera.
Oh yeah, 10 points in that match. And double-digit score against Creamline, malaking bagay yan. Dahil lumabas yung tapang, di ba? Dahil isabi mo nga yung challenge na kahit champion team to, you really have to put out your best, di ba? And si Tubiera did just that in that match. So, yun ang kakailanganin niya uli today in today's game. And alam mo si Tubiera matagal na rin siya naglalaro and she can really lead this team against this the veteran and the season
PacificTown-Army Lady Troopers. Talagang patibay ng loob ang mangyayari. Pero sa ating pagbabalik, actually, pupunta naman tayo sa kabilang koponan when we talk about of course, the PacificTown-Army Lady Troopers. So just stay tuned right here, mga kapamilya. You are still watching the Premier Volleyball League Open Conference. Again, I'm Denise Inside. Kasama ko ulit ang nagkagandahan na volleyball star na si Mosey Ravena. Pero ngayon pag-usapan natin yung kabilang koponan, ang Pacific Army Town Lady Troopers against their game with the Chef's Classics Lady Red Spikers. Ano nangyari doon, Mosey?
Yun din eh. It's another 3-setter and they were limited to the best of 18 points lang in 2 sets and 30 na nga yung naging score dun sa last. And alam mo dito, kasi yung Army, Lady Troopers natin, had a losing skid. Mga 3 games yata yun eh. And then they were able to win this one and they really had a terrific game. An excellent game in this one and I say that because in the skills department, yung mga, they more than doubled the spikes and the aces of Chef's Classics in that game. So para bang nakuha nila yung rhythm nila in that game.
Which they needed to really get back into in this tournament.
Exactly.
And now joining us, of course, one of the players who have stepped up for the Pacific-Town-Army Lady Troopers, none other than Lut Malalualut. Congratulations! Finally, you're back on the winning column. Pero ano yung plano para tuloy-tuloy ang panalo?
Para maging tuloy-tuloy yung panalo namin, kailangan po maging consistent yung galaw namin sa loob ng court, pati yung ina-execute namin training dapat mapulido namin para yung galaw namin sa loob ng court pag nasa actual game na, okay na siya. Konting adjustment na lang.
Consistency.
Ako naman, Lut, kasi di ba tuloy-tuloy yung talo nyo nun eh, di ba, before that game, yung last game nyo. Ano ang nag-click sa tingin mo para sa inyo dun sa Chef's Classics? Ano yung nag-click na kumbaga gumana in that match?
Siguro gumana po yung ano namin, yung pagiging hard service namin nung time na yon. Tapos yung blockings po namin, pinapractice namin kasi doon sa mga pass loss namin, yun po yung mahina sa amin eh. Kaya sa training namin talagang pinupukpok po kami ni coach doon para mapulido namin yung galaw namin.
Alam mo, 10-4 ang blocking in that match, ha?
10-4. So I hope we can see that same 10-4 blocking in this game. Thank you so much, Lut. Sige, pwede ka na bumalik sa inyong practice. Thank you. Now let's talk about another person na talagang yung pulido and another reason why seasoned ang team na to is of course Mary Jean Balsepabayo Mosey.
Of course, alam mo, hindi na natin kailangan magpaliwanag, wala na kailangan. Alam mo, yung pangalan pa lang says it all. Fighter, talagang ibibigay lahat inside the court. And in fact, scored 9 points in only 2 sets. Dahil hindi naman siya nakalaro sa isang set. So,
bumawi siya doon.
Kumbaga, when needed, talaga naman mag-step up. So, yun na nga, wala na kailangan description dyan. Basta, Gig Balsepabayo.
Yun na yun. That's it. That's the name. That's a statement. Yun na yung score. Pero, of course, we're reminding everyone, tuloy-tuloy lang po ang pag-tweet sa amin at ABS-CBN Sports with the hashtag PVL2019. And you can check out all things Premier Volleyball League at the #1 sports website in the Philippines, sports.abs-cbn.com. And of course, yun nga sinabi, please continue to like, share, and follow our Facebook page at Premier Volleyball League. And check out na rin our Instagram page at ABS-CBN Sports. And of course, aside from your analysts, your players adding to the good vibes, and the exciting matchup is none other than DJ Jimmy, getting some smooth music, keeping us entertained here sa San Juan Phil-All Flying V Center. Sa ating pagbabalik, magsisimula na po ang laban between the BaliPure Purest Water Defenders at ang Pacific-Town-Army Lady Troopers.
Presenting our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Erlindo Eusebio. Second referee, Miss Joy De Imus. Let's welcome our starters from our PacificTown-Army Lady Troopers. Team captain is number 5, Corporal Mary Jean Balse Pabayo. At number 6, Private First Class Jem Nicole Gutierrez. Number 8 is Corporal Jovelyn Gonzaga. Number 15, Private First Class Honey Royce Tubino. Number 16, Private First Class Nutgarda Malaluan. Number 19, Private First Class Sarah Jane Gonzalez. Liberos are number 1, Private First Class Christine Agno, and number 10, Angela Nuna. Head Coach, Staff Sergeant Emilio Reyes Jr. Calling on our BaliPure Purest Water Defenders. Team captain is number 22, Graziel Bombita. At number 1, Miracle May Mendoza. Wearing jersey number 2, Satriani Espiritu. At number 8, Menchi Tubiera. Number 9, Vera May Guillema. And number 11, Shirley Salamagos. Liberos are number 3, Jewel Vermilio, and number 5, Glaika Medina. Head coach, Mr. Romel Abelia. This is the 32nd match in the preliminary round. May the best team win.
Welcome back mga kapamilya at napapanood nyo na po ang second game na ating Wednesday triple header between the BaliPure Purest Water Defenders at ng ating PacificTown-Army Lady Troopers. So yun nga kanina, Mosey, nakita natin na talagang yung sinabi ni Glaika na talagang patibay na loob because we have both teams na for sure they both have really that strong will.
And especially now, we show them the standings. Nakita mong dikit-dikit, no? In the middle, yung mga teams natin. So, syempre, everybody wants to be in that top 4 position. At parang namang may chance pa eh, di ba? Lahat. So
it's just the first round pa lang naman eh. That's why everyone's just excited. Ooh, speaking of excited, the BaliPure Purest Water Defenders, Bombita getting that first point for our girls in blue.
Grace Bombita.
I think they struggle kasi usually with starting strong ang ating BaliPure team. Pero hopefully marami din ito with that first blood.
And si Bombita is the player actually na tinitignan talaga ng lahat pag napapanood natin yung BaliPure because she can really carry this team. And pag on-see yung game ni Bombita, medyo unstoppable din eh. Siya is that kind of player.
Kaya ngayon, back-to-back points for Grace Bombita. 2 serving 0. Tingnan natin kung makakahabol. Oh! Service ace for Grace Bombita. 3-0. She's really lifting up the BaliPure Purest Water Defenders. Starting to create that spark na sana tuloy-tuloy na para makuha nila ang kanilang pangatlong panalo sa ating open conference. Ooh! But service error. Nabawi, mapupunta ang punto sa ating Army Lady Troopers.
Royce Tubini for the serve.
Here we go, Honey Royce Tubino.
Yan naman ang nagdala. Diba? Carried the load for Pacific Town. Our Lady Troopers natin in their last match.
With the back quick.
Pero ito, puntos para kay Mendoza. 4 serving 1. Si Tubino actually, parang hindi naman siya parang counterpart ni Grace Bombita. Pero during clutch times for Army Lady Troopers, yeah, like, ibigay na kay Tubino kasi for sure, pasok yan.
Gagawa ng paraan. But of course, they also have Jove. Ang hirap, no? Minsan si King din. Kaya-kaya rin gawin yan. Alam mo, Denise, like ko sinasabi, of course, hindi ko alam kung naabutan niya si Royce Tubino when she was playing in college. Ang lakas talaga na player niyan. Very powerful hitter.
Let's look at this replay. Malaluan.
And that's also a position na very crucial dito sa Lady Troopers. Kasi syempre, pag napagana nila yung middle nila, mas gagaang yung buhay because syempre, mas scattered na yung defense ng BaliPure. Marami na silang babantayan sa
More
harap.
options.
Yeah.
And that will make it harder for the other team. As we go back into the ball game. Ooh, Espiritu! Hindi nakuha kaya na-tip.
That was overset
By Jovi Gonzaga, as you mentioned a while ago, Mosey.
and that was tipped by Jovi Gonzaga. And alam mo naman si Bionic Ilongga.
Bionic for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
And that was one of the reasons why Jovi Gonzaga is the Bionic Ilongga. Pero ito, service ace para kay Lut Malaluan, who has been really stepping up for the PacificTown-Army Lady Troopers for a round 1 sa ating open conference.
Service.
And now we are tied for the first time, 4-4. Pero bago yan, punta muna tayo kay Tours Daza for this report.
Congratulations to the head coach Romel Abella of the BaliPure Purest Water Defenders, whose wife just gave birth to their firstborn, a son, just the other day. Not only that, sabi ni coach, nag-a-adjust siya ngayon sa bagong sleeping schedule, but his wife helps him kung meron siyang training sa umaga. Sa last game, coach said he was happy with the performance of his big three, Tobiera, Espiritu, and Bombita. But not only that, he also wants to see for today a contribution as well from Mira Mendoza dahil iba talaga ang laro niya in training versus in game. He knows what she's capable and he's seen it in training. So let's see if the Water Defenders have what it takes to get the win today. Back to you, Mosey and Denise.
Thank you so much, Tours. Mosey, parang yung last line na sinabi ng Coach Romel, something that a parent would say. Congratulations, Coach Romel.
Congratulations, John. At alam mo ang maganda doon, may inaabangan pa palang player si coach na kumbagay pumutok dito sa kanilang match.
Big four. So, si Mendoza from the Purest Water Defenders. Pero now we're at our second deadlock, 5-5.
Quick attack.
Pero, of course, our Army Lady Troopers trying to get that lead no matter how small that point is.
And, King Pabayo getting that corner.
Again, that's it. That's a statement. Balse Pabayo. 1 point for our Army Lady Troopers. 6 serving 5.
Alam mo kasi sa world ng volleyball, pag narinig mo yung balse, synonymous to magaling eh. Kasi ilan silang magkakapatid who played.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I did not know this.
Yes, many. As in.
Is it a family of volleyball players also?
Serving for BaliPure.
From the panganay na si Berong, tas down to the mga bata. And you can see now na nagko-coach rin yung iba niyang brothers.
Oh, wow. So I think that's why we're seeing so much athleticism, smart volleyball skills from the captain of our PacificTown-Army Lady Troopers, Gang Balse Pabayo. Pero tingnan natin itong replay. Ooh. Breaking through the block.
Gutierrez just getting it through.
PacificTown-Army.
7 serving 6. The lead is with our PacificTown-Army Lady Troopers. Ibibigay ang bola kay Bombita. Nandun si Gutierrez. Gonzalez. To Tobino. Down the line.
You can just hear the power behind that hit.
Everyone heard it as we go to our first technical timeout. PacificTown-Army Lady Troopers with a 2-point lead for our set 1 of the second game of our Wednesday triple header. And we can see already our Army Lady Troopers wanting to continue their winning streak after, you know, sunod-sunod na losing eh.
Kumbaga, gusto nila i-prove that they got their groove back.
Yeah, they have to because I think a lot of people, a lot of expectations, and speaking of a lot of expectations para kay Grace Bombita. But of course, makuha niya rin yung panalo para sa kanyang koponan. Mapupunta bola to Grace Bombita.
With a cross-court shot.
Bomba! Pinigay doon.
A bomb from Bombita. Pero you can see she's not smiling yet. Usually when you see her make these kinds of shots, these kinds of attacks, ngumingiti na siya pero she's not yet happy. But
I was gonna say nga, para I read a lot of comments about her na talagang a player na parang happy yung mga fans to watch when she plays. And totoo naman talaga na when you see her play, parang happy lang siya.
yeah, pero
Enjoying the game. Pero ang lakas ng palo.
kaya nga bombita talaga. She lives up to her name. I mean, they were saying how much she's improved from the previous conferences, how she's, I guess, more put together. Talagang the fire is there as she hits it again. Gonzalez will go to Tubino.
That was a little bit short. Tubino had to make up for that short set, pero hindi na nga kinaya. It went into the net.
Kaya ngayon, ang score is 9-8. Again, the Army Lady Troopers still serving. Guillema will be serving para sa ating Purest Water Defenders. Nasa ni Gonzaga. Gonzalez tumalaluan, blocked by Bombita and Salamagos.
Ang hirap naman kasi ng pader na yun. Bombita and Salamagos together for this block. Kahit pumunta siya right-left, di ba, may nakaabang.
As in, nakita na nila yung timing. Tumalon agad na kaya nakuha yung strong hit ni Malaluan.
Tsaka ang maganda doon, nag-iwan sila ng space sa gitna. Meaning to say, alam naman nila na hindi papalo ng diretso si Malaluan. So, binantayan nila yung angle to the right and yung angle to the left.
See, that's why they're seasoned, as you mentioned a while ago. Talagang we're seeing the experience, we're seeing the intellect of our Army Lady Troopers as Gonzalez will be serving. That's 10-9. They go to Mendoza.
Eto na ba yun?
Ito na yun.
Inihintay ni Coach Romel.
One of the players that, as Tours mentioned a while ago, Coach Romel wants to have a breakout game as well. Look at that. Past the blockers and that swag that we're seeing. She knew. And now we're at their third deadlock of the game. It's 10-10. Gonzalez to Tubino.
Off the block.
She will
Tubino.
not be afraid to challenge the blockers on the other side every time. And again, managing it to just get through them.
Through the hands of Tubiera, right in the middle.
Hindi man niya pinadaan between the two blockers kasi may space diba?
We're seeing so much fierceness from both teams. Ooh.
Oh, nice play sana yun. But Salamagos right into the net on that try.
Kaya ngayon, 2-point lead ang Army Lady Troopers. It's not much, but they're taking it.
Service. Tubino.
Tubino serving. Medina with a receive. Ibibigay kay Tubiera. Blocked. Guillema again to Tubiera. This time,
into the
second
block.
time's a charm.
And you like that Tubiera on the second try, nakita niya may gap between Malaluan and the net. Doon pinadaan
Salamagos will now be serving for our Purest Water Defenders. The lead again is cut to 1. Talagang di kita ng laban.
Oh yeah, kanina pa to. That's why medyo late tayo, no? The second game, the second match because of that. Dahil talagang pakpakan yung Choco Mucho kanina in Philippine Air Force.
At pagkatapos ito, may isa pang bakbakan. Bangko Perlas versus our Montelite team. So mga kapamilya, you have so much to look forward to for our Wednesday triple header. So much volleyball action, so much entertainment that we have for you. Again, you can watch it all in our live stream. That's at sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/PVL. We're also streaming on iWant. Kaya tuloy-tuloy lang po ang pagsuporta sa ating PVL 2019.
Whoa! Credit the decision there of Gonzalez to give it to Gonzaga.
She made it work.
That's right. Look at this back set. Sakto
Making her way through the blocks of Sati Espiritu. 13-12, Malaluan again serving. Tubiera with the receive. Ooh, quick hit to Sati, pero that is inside.
Gets a touch.
Called on pa.
Speaking of happy players, Sati Espiritu.
Sabayan.
Always smiling. Always happy. And I think last week she just celebrated her birthday as well.
Belated.
But let's see the place. Gonzaga again. Ooh, expected by the BaliPure team. Strong hit by Gutierrez.
But that's wide. So, point goes to the BaliPure Water Defenders. Sayang, she risked it, pero wide lang
Too strong.
And now it's 14, serving 13. The lead is with our BaliPure Pure Water defenders.
Net touch.
BaliPure. We're tied at 14.
And now we're at their fourth deadlock, 14-14.
Gonzaga.
That was crucial.
Serving for PacificTown-Army.
Gonzaga serving para sa ating Army Lady Troopers.
Oh,
Service error na bawi.
so
15,
Gonzaga
14.
wanted to go cross-court on that one. It's too wide.
15 serving 14.
Service to Biera.
But I think what's good to note is we're seeing less errors compared to the previous games of both teams. So we're seeing much composure, strength. Ooh, speaking of strength, Jem Gutierrez.
And plus yung attacks, remember kanina nga Denise, no, we were talking about it in our pregame, yung pass, diba? We were talking about that. And ngayon, nakikita mo, nakaka-execute sila ng plays sa BaliPure because of their good passes naman. Well, ayan.
Guys. Pero second technical timeout muna tayo.
BaliPure.
And even if it's a Wednesday, it's hump day, we can still see all of our volleyball fans watching the action live here at the Phil of Lively Center here in San Juan, enjoying that action. And also, of course, the good music that is being served by DJ Jimmy. So they're not only jamming to, of course, the good plays, but also the good jams. Again, you can also accompany us online by tweeting us at ABS-CBN Sports with the hashtag PVL2019. Nakikita niyo po sa screen.
Alam ko na next game.
Myla Pablo, the
Mahula
Mota
niya
Light
na.
team. Pero that was really heartbreaking with Myla Pablo.
Oh, yeah.
Pero, as she said, it's just a sprain. And she even tweeted pa nga na parang she knew what she was getting into when she started playing volleyball. Injuries, that's something that she has to...
Unavoidable.
That's true. Pero yun, tingnan natin. Service aces ng Army Lady Troopers is 2-1.
Once again, Tobino just hitting it
17.
and gets a check.
Fun fact, Mosey, Tobino is our 7th highest scorer right now. Right now, she has, I think, a total of 86 points. And I know, dadagdag pa yan sa game natin
Ay,
ngayon.
dumadagdag na talaga.
Pero service error from Jem Gutierrez.
BaliPure.
16 serving 17. We see both teams are really sticking close to each other. Talagang no one wanting to let go.
And this is also when you see the frontliners of both squads. Ang gandang challenge nito kasi malalaki din yung nasa harapan si Bombita and Salamagos dito sa BaliPure. Tapos ang lakas pumalo naman dun sa kabila. Diba ni Tobino? And again, Tobino winning that last point.
Making some noise for Army Lady Troopers, immediately stepping up so early on dito sa ating first set.
PacificTown-Army.
18 serving 16. They go to Bombita. Cross court, nasa ni Gutierrez. Bibigyan bola kay Malaluan for that soft touch, but expected by Tubiera. Gutierrez again to Gonzalez. To Tobino. Oop. Oh, soft touch there by Salamagos. Pinasa ulit ng Army Lady Troopers. Bibigay kay Bombita, making a play out of that. Gonzalez to Tobino. Pero this time, masyadong malakas na.
And not enough spin on that one. Di pumaksak.
Kulang ng angle. It was too straight ahead. 18-17. Guilliema serving for our BaliPure Purest Water defenders. Again, already, we're seeing long rallies and it's only set 1 of the second game. Ooh, this is the third service error ng ating BaliPure Purest Water defenders.
And when you have a game na di kita, you really don't want that happening. And kailangan ma-minimize na yung errors nila.
Sarah Gonzalez.
Consistency.
And this is for both teams.
I forgot if it was Lut or Glaika who mentioned na talagang consistency yung magiging key for today's game. Because we both know... Oh, let's listen first to this timeout.
Water defenders.
Ha? Pinapataasan mo nga sa kanya eh, para hindi naka-exact dun sa, para pilitin mong iunat yung ano mo, iunat yung sigo mo. Oo, sige lang, settle down na tayo. Ha? Tatlo lang, kailangan na magandang pasa. Sinasapan, ikaw? Anong ano mo? Play 2? 5 to, no? Sige, pasukan lang, pasa lang tayo ng maganda. Ha, Gleka, Menchi, pasa lang tayo para ano, makaplay tayo naman.
Yun nga, Coach Romel, inuulit kung gaano kahalaga ang first reception for them to be able to execute their plays. Because I'm sure our BaliPure water defenders have some exciting plays to show us to be able to get this win.
And what you noticed about BaliPure this conference is that tama ka, hindi lang kasi individually gumagaling sila, pero as a team also, kahit pa paano nakikita mo, better movement inside the court.
That's true. What I was saying kanina before the timeout was like you have both teams that they have so much to offer, so much to give, and they both know it. Kaya it's costly when they make the little errors. Because here right now, it's the details where it counts. Oh, speaking of details and errors.
22-17.
Another costly error there. Kaya timeout again will be called by Coach Romel.
Laging depensa muna dapat.
Sa receive natin. Hindi tayo pwede umatake na wala tayo receive. Ano ang atakehin natin? Hindi pa tayo nag-uusap. Oh. Di ba? Araw-araw natin pinag-uusapan yun. Diba? Usap lang kailangan natin. Oh. Taas-taas ng bola. Hindi man lang natin na ano. Wala sa atin nagsalita. O sino kukuha. Di ba? O, kapitan natin yan. Kapitan natin. Kapitan natin.
Ayun na nga, kapitan natin yan. Because now it's a 5-point lead ng ating Army Lady Troopers. And I think that's the most lead that our Army Lady Troopers has had here in the first set.
22-17.
Gonzalez serving.
Set number 1. PacificTown-Army at the lead. Sarah Gonzalez with the serve.
Oh. And they go to Mendoza. Then the Saloni Gutierrez. Gonzalez will go again to Gonzaga. Ooh!
Drop shot.
Nicely done. That sweet push, that sweet spot for Gonzaga.
As our Army Lady Troopers continue to pull away. 23 serving 17. And I think it's interesting to note, Picar hasn't even entered the court yet. And she's also one of their strong setters. Triple block!
I was going to say, look at the respect given to Bombita. Let's take a look at this once again.
That's Tubino, Malaluan, and Gonzaga, the three pillars for Army Lady Troopers. That alam nila talagang when it comes to Bombita, a bomb will be dropped. And they're gonna try to avoid that as much as they can. Tubino, she too is blocked pero outside.
And she did not even move to see kung papasok yung bola. She knew it is going to go outside.
That's true. Kaya ngayon, nanalo na ang ating Army Lady Troopers for set 1. That's 25-17.
Hello to our Kapamilya sports fans worldwide. This is Eliza Valdez. Thank you for watching the set 1 of today's PVL game. Para mapanood ng live ang mga susunod na exciting PVL sets, just go to iWant.ph or sports.abs-cbn.com.